Hello and welcome to Cultivated World, the channel that brings you the good stuff from the world of watches. Today we're looking at the highly coveted Rolex Sky-Dweller. We'll be discussing why this is described as the most complicated Rolex ever made and why this could possibly be the best value for money Rolex available today. Stick around until the end as we'll show you how this masterpiece works and the complication in all its glory. Since the GMT Master was launched in 1955 for pilots and the Explorer II for speleologists, there hasn't been much development on the dual time zone front until the Sky-Dweller. First introduced in 2012, the Sky-Dweller was a revolutionary step for Rolex, introducing an annual calendar to their lineup alongside an integrated GMT function. Unlike the previous two GMT tool watches, the Sky-Dweller was designed with the business traveler in mind. The CEO, the mogul, the high-flying executive. Upon arrival, the Sky-Dweller was first launched exclusively in precious metals, and they were masterpieces to behold. However, due to the restrictive price point, they were out of reach except for those with the deepest of pockets, even by Rolex standards. Priced above the legendary Day-Date, there truly is a new king in town. Much less sporty than the GMT Master and the Explorer II, the Sky-Dweller takes design cues from the Datejust and the Day-Date. The fluted bezel and the Cyclops lens will instantly be recognizable to anyone that has even heard the name Rolex. Whatever your opinions may be of Rolex, they are the masters of what they do, and they seldom make any bad decisions. However, some think that the Sky-Dweller must have been a rare misstep from Rolex. Whether it was because the Sky-Dweller was a poor seller, or if Rolex just wanted to introduce the Sky-Dweller to a more mainstream audience, Rolex decided to dilute the Sky-Dweller ingredients by introducing steel into the mix. This obviously brought the entry-level price of the Sky-Dweller down, from the cost of a deposit on an average UK house down to, well, the price of a steel Rolex. This is the model reference 326934 with the white dial. It features the COSC certified 9001 movement, which is Rolex's most complicated movement ever created, which is rivaled only by the Yachtmaster 2. The Yachtmaster 2 has a timer that can be programmed to count down between 1 and 10 minutes and is designed to time the start of regattas. The Sky-Dweller, on the other hand, has more of what most of us would call real-world functionality. Firstly, this watch includes an annual calendar which Rolex has given the moniker Saros. And as if this wasn't enough, Rolex also added a full GMT function. The annual calendar complication displays the date and month of the year, which intelligently changes the month according to whether there are 30 or 31 days in any particular month. There would only be one manual adjustment required per year. That would be to change the month from February to March. The date is clearly displayed under the polarizing Cyclops lens. But where is the month displayed, I hear you ask? Now at first glance, it's not very obvious. Can you see it? Well, Rolex came up with the ingenious idea to match the 12 months of the year with the 12 hours on the watch face, indicating the current month with a red marker. So a red marker at 1 would indicate January, and a red marker at 2 would indicate February, and so on and so forth. Let's take a moment just to admire that month change once again. This time in slow motion. Simply incredible. It's such a simple idea, it's a wonder no one else thought of this before. The GMT function allows you to track the time in two different time zones at once. Typically, your home time zone will be displayed using the off-center dial with the current hour indicated by the inverted red triangle at the top. As a side note, the dial being off-center adds an additional amount of complexity, which we won't be going into detail today. However, it should definitely be acknowledged and admired. The time zone of your current location would then be shown using the main hour hand of the watch. Much in the same way the current location time zone would be shown on the Explorer 2 or the GMT Master 2. All this information, including the time in two locations, date and month, have been displayed in such an intuitive way. It makes you forget how hard the watch is actually working. Although the Sky-Dweller follows on from the Datejust and Day-Date's design language, the unique layout of the dial on the Sky-Dweller gives it a unique identity all of its own. And with a case diameter of 42mm and a thickness of 14mm, the Sky-Dweller is like a Datejust on steroids. Where the Day-Date may suffer from mistaken identity by being somewhat indistinguishable from a Datejust from a distance, the Sky-Dweller would definitely not suffer from this problem. Onlookers would instantly recognize that your timepiece is higher up the pecking order than the more common Datejust. With the Rolex releases of the Sky-Dweller, Rolex also made some other aesthetical changes to freshen up and update the overall look of the Sky-Dweller. The most obvious change is the hour markers have changed from Arabic or Roman numerals to batons, which give the dial a cleaner, less cramped feeling. The GMT dial is now tonal as opposed to contrasting in colour, which gives a more harmonious look and looks much less like an afterthought. The other change Rolex made was to increase the length of the hands, so they reach right across the dial, making it easier to see the exact time. I think these subtle changes take the Sky-Dweller to a whole new level. They give the watch a more contemporary vibe and have more appeal to a younger demographic. The white gold Rolex Sky-Dweller is available in 3 dial variations, and according to the prices on the grey market, the most popular dial colour is blue, followed by black and then white. Now, I feel that the reason for this is simply because the blue dial is more photogenic than the other two, but when you first set eyes on the white dial, you get drawn in. The first thing you realise is that the dial is not pure white like the GMT dial, but it has a silvery finish, not unlike brushed aluminium. This contrasts beautifully with the pure white batons, which are surrounded with 18-karat white gold and filled with chromalite, which glows bright blue in the dark. These are accompanied by white gold hands and a white gold Rolex coronet at the 12 o'clock position. The dial is finished off with small flashes of red on the GMT pointer and also the moving month marker, adding a touch of flair to an otherwise monochromatic dial. At 42mm in diameter, the Sky-Dweller is a big watch and is not for the faint-hearted. This is surpassed only by the likes of the Yachtmaster 2 and the Sea-Dweller 43, which we'll be reviewing in an upcoming video, so please subscribe to ensure you don't miss that one. I have a wrist size of 17cm or 6 3/4 inches, and I feel that the Sky-Dweller just about fits. I am 6 feet tall, which probably helps, but I'm not sure I could wear this watch every day, but it's definitely something I would like to have in my rotation. The Oyster bracelet features brushed outer links and polished center links, and is kept in proportion with the watch case. Starting with a lug width of 21mm, the bracelet tapers in flawlessly. You can run your fingers across the bracelet and it is silky smooth, and attests to the unparalleled quality of modern Rolex bracelets. The bracelet is finished with an oyster clasp and features the innovative easing function, which allows 5mm of on-the-go adjustment, which you're obviously going to need with all that jet setting. The Sky-Dweller also takes one of Rolex's signature features and turns the volume up to 11. The fluted bezel is a masterpiece and is truly something to behold. Larger in diameter than any other Rolex fluted bezel and with much more pronounced grooves, the 18-karat white gold bezel absolutely sparkles in the light. I'm sure you'll agree, there's always something quite enchanting about a bit of gold. Now, the bezel holds a secret. On your first impression, you would be mistaken to believe that the fluted bezel is just a decorative adornment. An easy mistake to make. However, the bezel is in fact pivotal to the functionality of the watch, the very thing that justifies the Sky-Dweller's existence. May I introduce you to the ring command bezel. Also found on the aforementioned Yachtmaster 2, the ring command bezel is used to set and adjust all functions of the Sky-Dweller. The ring command bezel can be turned, and depending on its position, it will select a different function for adjustment using the crown. Now, this may sound complicated to use, but it is very intuitive when you know how. Surprisingly, there are not many watches available with an annual calendar, let alone in combination with a GMT complication. This puts the Sky-Dweller into a niche of its own and is unlike anything else from any other brand. And this is what makes the Sky-Dweller so special. It was designed to be Rolex's most prestigious watch, the king of the hill, the top of the food chain. Yet, for some reason, unbeknownst to us, they decided to use the Saros movement with a less exotic chassis, similar to the way a Maserati would use a Maranello-built Ferrari engine under the hood. And this is what makes the Maseratis and Rolex Sky-Dwellers great value for money. The Sky-Dweller was a great watch right from its inception when it was only available in 18 karat gold. It's just now Rolex has allowed us all to have a chance to own one, or at least make us believe we can. That's if you're able to find one. What do you think of Rolex's decision to add steel to the Sky-Dweller? Was this a good idea? Or should Rolex have kept the Sky-Dweller in gold as an exclusive Halo product? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like watches as much as we do and want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe and remember to hit that bell icon.